Alice, a curious young girl, follows a peculiar white rabbit wearing a waistcoat and carrying a pocket watch. Her pursuit leads her to tumble down a mysterious rabbit hole into a fantastical world. This moment captures Alice's first step into a realm where the boundaries of reality and imagination blur, setting the stage for her transformative journey. Alice finds herself in a hall filled with locked doors. She discovers a small key and a bottle labeled "Drink Me," which causes her to shrink. Her repeated struggles to find the right size mirror the challenges of adjusting to new environments and understanding her place within them. After shrinking and growing multiple times, Alice cries a pool of tears that becomes large enough to form a sea. Along with other creatures, she swims in this pool, showcasing the absurdity and emotional instability of her adventure. The surreal image of her swimming in her own tears highlights the emotional overwhelm and chaos she experiences in this strange new world. Alice and a group of creatures partake in a nonsensical caucus race, where everyone runs in a circle and everyone wins. This absurd scene symbolizes the futility of meaningless actions and mocks societal norms. It humorously critiques the idea of fairness and progress, presenting a world where effort does not lead to logical outcomes. Alice meets the White Rabbit once more and is sent on errands for him. He mistakes her for his housemaid Mary Ann, prompting her to enter his house, where she again grows so large that she becomes trapped. This leads to the comedic appearance of Bill the Lizard, who attempts to remove her through the chimney. During this time, she experiences further size changes, emphasizing her struggle with identity and control in this strange world. Her interactions with the rabbit further establish her fluctuating role in Wonderland, where she is alternately treated as a giant, a child, and a servant. Alice encounters a hookah-smoking caterpillar who cryptically advises her to eat pieces of a mushroom to control her size. The caterpillar's indifferent attitude highlights themes of growth, self-discovery, and adaptability. This scene underscores Alice's growing awareness of her ability to navigate Wonderland's chaotic logic on her own terms. Alice visits the eccentric Duchess, whose baby inexplicably turns into a pig. The Duchess's cook hurls pots and pans while using excessive pepper, causing everyone to sneeze. This bizarre encounter explores themes of absurdity and the grotesque nature of the Wonderland inhabitants. The chaotic and unsettling atmosphere in the Duchess's house reflects the unpredictability and irrationality of Wonderland's rules. Alice meets the grinning Cheshire Cat, who offers riddling advice and fades in and out of visibility. He represents the theme of uncertainty and guides Alice to the Mad Hatter's tea party. The cat's enigmatic grin and cryptic guidance symbolize the pervasive ambiguity and lack of direction in Wonderland. Alice joins the Mad Hatter, the March Hare, and the Dormouse for a chaotic tea party filled with nonsensical conversations. They recite parodies of familiar rhymes, such as Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat, and the Dormouse attempts to tell a rambling tale about three sisters in a treacle well. This iconic scene critiques logic and the absurdities of societal conventions. The tea party represents the dismantling of time and logic, with each character embodying different facets of madness and disorder. Alice enters a garden where she meets the tyrannical Queen of Hearts, infamous for her outbursts of "off with their heads." Her capricious nature highlights the absurdity of authority in Wonderland. The Queen embodies irrational power, ruling through fear and chaos rather than reason or justice. The King of Hearts, though overshadowed by the Queen's temper, occasionally attempts to moderate her extreme punishments. Alice participates in a chaotic croquet game using flamingos as mallets and hedgehogs as balls. This surreal game underscores the illogical and unpredictable nature of Wonderland. The unstable elements of the game mirror the volatile and nonsensical rules of Wonderland itself. Alice meets the Mock Turtle, who shares nonsensical tales of his schooling under the sea. This encounter reflects themes of nostalgia and the absurdity of education. The Mock Turtle's melancholic tone adds an emotional layer, contrasting with the otherwise chaotic tone of Wonderland. Alice attends the trial of the Knave of Hearts, accused of stealing tarts. The trial descends into absurdity, critiquing the arbitrary nature of justice and power. The king attempts to enforce ridiculous rules, such as demanding that all persons more than a mile high leave the court, further highlighting the nonsensical authority at play. This scene exemplifies Wonderland's tendency to mock societal institutions, highlighting their inherent flaws and subjectivity. As the trial grows increasingly ridiculous, Alice grows larger and asserts herself against the Queen's tyranny. This symbolizes her growing self-confidence and understanding of the absurdity of Wonderland. Her newfound ability to challenge authority marks her transformation and readiness to leave Wonderland behind. Alice wakes up to find her adventure was a dream. The story ends with her reflecting on the bizarre experience and its lessons about curiosity, imagination, and self-growth. The blending of reality and fantasy and the conclusion reinforces the story's exploration of perception and perspective. Let us know in the comments what books you'd like to see us summarize next. Happy learning! We will catch you in the next story.